Do I look like a mess right now? Yes. Am I still gonna be filming this intro? Also yes. So we're just gonna have to deal with this right now. Hi everyone, welcome back to This Book Belongs to Pam. In today's video, let's try and read our fairyloot books, shall we? Since I think February of last year, I have had a fairyloot subscription. I started with The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi, which is a adult book box pick, and I absolutely love that one. I will leave a link to a fairyloot vlog that I did before for that book. Initially, I wanted to vlog all of the fairyloot books every single month, but obviously that did not happen. And now I have amassed quite a bit of books from fairyloot that I have not read. And these books are gorgeous, special editions, and I'm sure someone out there would love to have this book. So I want to make sure that I am spending my money well by actually reading the books that I buy from this subscription, and two, unhauling books that I don't like anymore. My goal this year is to get caught up with all of the fairyloot boxes that I've had. I have read these fairyloot boxes and I have given them these ratings. You'll know what my average rating is, and I don't think it's pretty high. Like, off the top of my head, thinking about the books I read, I don't think it's pretty high, which is why I want to read my fairyloot books, because I want to know, are my book tastes aligned with the fairyloot fairies book taste? Because if not, then really I shouldn't have this subscription. I will jump to Past Pam, where she picked a book and actually read it. Take it away, Past Pam. Let us unbox the fairyloot YA box for March. I know what the book is, but I have no idea what it looks like, so that's gonna be quite exciting. Let's see. Ooh, we've got some colorful stuff in there. Just gonna grab whatever I see, getting rid of the paper and stuff. Okay. Ooh, what is this? It says Vengeance Never Dies, A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. So this is inspired by the book of the month. Oh, that's such a nice illustration. Is this like a book? Is it a book sleeve? Yes, it is. I have been wanting to get more book sleeves. I only have one book sleeve, which was also from a fairyloot box, and I've been wanting another one, and this came at a perfect time, and it's a different material. The one I have has a more vinyl feel to it. This one is definitely fabric. I love that there's a pouch in here for like my Kindle or for annotations maybe. The colors are so vibrant. I love it. So that's the first item. And then the next one is wrapped in this thing. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's inspired by, I'm assuming, Once Upon a Broken Heart. It says, never fall in love with a fate. I haven't read Once Upon a Broken Heart, but it's definitely a series that I've been wanting to read. What is this? It's like a tin of some sort. Is this for tea? Because there's like a stopper in here, like a vacuum sealing thing. Yeah, it's a stainless steel container inside. It says at the bottom, Little Fox. Isn't that cute? The items are pretty good so far. Third one is in this small pouch. Ooh! It's a sword replica. Oh, it's a letter opener. Oh, nice. It's not just a sword, it's a letter opener. I wonder which one this is inspired by. It's a replica of Sting from The Hobbit. Okay, so the next one, another small pouch. Let's see what's inside. Oh, it's a... Oh, is it for your... Is this for your, Crocs? I think. Is this like Legends and Lattes? Oh, that is cute. Okay, the next one comes in its own box. And it says here, Ray Bearer Soap Dish. Sword thing. Oh. Okay, that is actually quite cute. I don't know if I would use this for soap, but maybe I could use this for like sponge, because I have a sponge and like sink. And I feel like I could use this there. And now the finale is obviously gonna be the book, but before that, the tarot cards for this month. Queen of Moons and the King of Moons, and I have no idea who these characters are. Let's check the spoiler cards. These are characters from The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. I have not read that, but I have heard of that series a lot. And these characters are making me want to read it. Finally, we have our book for the month. I'm very excited because I really have no idea what it's gonna look like. Okay, we have orange edges. Okay, still can't see it because of the booklet. Ooh! Ooh, I actually really like this. There's a teapot in there with blood. With blood. Because, you know, in Tempest of Tea, they're like vampires. And I believe there's a tea shop or tea room. But then at night, it turns into like a blood, like feeding lounge thing. So that is quite interesting. Oh, and it's shiny. The back is, I'm presuming, like a scene from the book. Oh, the edges are like smoke off the tea, and I actually do like it. There's like a small teacup there, and then there's smoke. I like that. Well, I'm satisfied with this. I really like it. Okay, let's see what's inside. There's like a gun, like a, can't even see it. There you go. It's like a shiny gun on the inside flap. This is cool. Is this like gonna be our found family for this book? And I like how this guy, like at the very end, is just so pale. He looks very vampiric. This guy right here. Oh, I like this. So we've got the same set of people, but they're wearing different outfits. I feel like they're gonna go to like a ball or some sort of like formal event. Who is this guy? I need to get to know this guy soon. Naked hardcover is also really nice. I like it. I like how it's subtle, but it gets the point across. That drip, that blood drip, I like this. That is what's inside the March 2024 Heists and Hustles box. Yeah, I shall be reading A Tempest of Tea in this vlog. I'm so excited. Like, this edition has gotten me super excited to read this. Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. Is this a reference to BTS? A group of us getting together and singing about self-love and butter? Let's go, don't you wanna know? Let's go. Okay, I did some Googling because I did not want to go back to the earlier pages to check their age. And I think if the reviewer that I saw has it right, Arthi is about 16, which kind of checks out in what I remember of the story, and so that means Jin is like a few years older. So they're like 16, 17, 18, whatever in age, and I guess if you put it in the real world, it makes sense that they're all flustered and obsessed with relationships, or like, you know, that's all they could think about. It kind of makes sense, but it just not my cup of tea. Like, I don't want to read about it every single chapter, every other line, that's what they're thinking. Like, I want to read about what they're thinking about the heist that they're planning. Are they worried about it? Do they have reservations? Do they feel like they couldn't do it? Or do they have struggles in coming up with a plan for something? That's what I want to hear about. But we barely get to hear about their actual plans. There was a chapter there where they were really going at it with like, oh, go here, go here, go here. But then after that, everything was just about, you know, this moment. I don't know if I'm just being too much of a hater right now. Like, I really want to love this book. Like, absolutely want to be obsessed with it. But that part is just, I can't get over it. And now I'm at chapter 20 And that's still what we're talking about. Obviously, in Six of Crows, it also has that dynamic where there's like pairs and whatever. It didn't feel like that's all they talked about. There was a little bit more about politics, about the action that they're doing. Like, whenever they would go somewhere to do like some covert thing, there would be emphasis on that thing that they're working on, like what they're feeling while they're doing it, like what they hear, what they see, stuff like that. Like, you would feel like you're in the moment with them going through this mission where they have to steal something. You would feel like you're in there. But for this one, it's just always focused on what the other person looks like, if they're blushing, if the other person is, you know, smiling and trying to hide their smile. I don't know. Oh. Act 2. Really love the design on this divider pages. Oh, you're back. Where was I? Yeah, so you just watched me unbox and read A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal, and as you may have noticed, I kind of had mixed thoughts about this book. Overall, I really did enjoy it, but I think there were a couple of things that I was not really a fan of, especially how the romance was done in this book, and I'm gonna be giving it a 3.75 stars, which is sad because honestly this is one of my most anticipated books because I wanted to read a book with heists in it. I wanted that Six of Crow vibe, Six of Crow feels. Sadly, this did not deliver that for me, but I will let you know a secret. I recently read a book, like literally I finished it last night at 2 in the morning. It's Five Broken Blades by Mai Corland, and guys, it gave me that Six of Crow feelings. I'm so excited, and I'm so sad because the sequel doesn't come out until like a year or something, and I'm like, I want to read the sequel. But Five Broken Blades, I will talk more about it in my May wrap-up. Now that we've read A Tempest of Tea, and I guess you have to decide if you want to keep it or not, but honestly, I am keeping it because I did enjoy it and I love this edition. I especially love the artworks on the end papers. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I do see myself like just flipping through it and maybe reading a couple of things. I love the map in here as well, so I am gonna be keeping it. But now, it is time to pick the next fairyloot book that I'm going to be reading. So I am actually not going to be reading this in this vlog, but I wanted to show you my choices, and then I'll put a poll on YouTube and on Instagram to decide the next book for our fairyloot vlog video. I picked the fairyloot books that are the oldest in my TBR because I just want to get the ball rolling and read this book, especially since I think all of these books have sequels now, and that would be good to read them and then read the sequel if I do enjoy it. But yeah, let's see. Here are my 3 choices for the next book that we're going to be reading. So I think the oldest one is actually Seven Faceless Saints by M.K. Lobb. This one, I believe, is part of the YA book. I actually don't know. Seven Faceless Saints, very beautiful edition, and it's tiny, so that could be a book that we're going to be reading. The next one is a bit of a thick one, but I love this cover. I love this edition so much. It's Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. Like, look at that. I absolutely adore this book. No idea what it's about. I think this is YA as well. I love this, but again, is this going to be the book for the next video? You're going to have to decide and vote for it. And then the last one is Sing Me to Sleep by Gabby Burton. I have actually heard pretty good things about this book. All I know is that there are like sirens and there's like sisters. Super pretty, and I know that quite a few people also like it from the ones that I've seen reading this on my feed or on BookTube. But yeah, Sing Me to Sleep. So these are the 3 options. I guess you're gonna have to just subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified when the next episode of this fairyloot reading vlog series that I'm doing comes out, and you'll find out which one we're gonna be reading. Yeah. Thank you again for joining me for this video, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Baby